All eyes are on the Eastern Conference in this game as the New York Knicks play this one at home. And it's back to Detroit for the Pistons at the conclusion of today's game. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
And coming off that championship season a year ago, that success carried right over into this year. I think they've played at a very high level all season long. And they're going to make another run at a title, don't you think, Clark?
It certainly looks that way, partner. I mean, some teams suffer a championship hangover or malaise in the following season. Not these guys. They've been terrific all year.
And now the opening lineup for Detroit. Monroe and Drummond there inside. And it's the dude. Then there's Rodney Stuckey. And it's Valentine in at the one spot. Now here's Millsap. Pass to Larkin. Back to Millsap. Shot clock at 6. Fires for 3. Rebounded by the Pistons. Their last encounter was in Detroit.
I'll tell you what, Kevin, they were really locked in from beyond the arc in that game. I mean, the result wouldn't have looked anything like it did if they hadn't gotten so hot from long range.
You're exactly right. They were splashing home threes at an unbelievable rate.
The shot's good from Chan.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
First quarter, just over a minute played. Millsap a screen. Larkin dishes to Millsap. Another miss by Millsap. For the New York Knicks, they won their last contest against Golden State.
And I think, Kevin, it really showed how important it is to have a strong bench performance. You go out on the road, you can't rely on your starters night in and night out. The reserves have to contribute and help them out.
I think we definitely saw that, Steve, throughout the game. They were really tied together as a team. Didn't make any difference who was out on the floor. You'll take every road game win you can, and they're happy with that one.
Here's Larkin. After the made shot from Chan, Larkin can't get it to go.
Typically, guys, he has the body control to finish when he's in that tight. I'm not sure what happened there.
4 straight makes out of the gate. That's a sweet start.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Outside Millsap. Right side Millsap. 6 on the shot clock.
That's his first personal foul.
New York shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Shane Larkin at the line for 2.
And the first one at the line is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, you kind of expect that from him. You pretty much know what the result's going to be when he goes to the line.
Here's the dude. He picked up 30 points in their last win against the Wizards in Washington. Monroe, no good. And even 3-on-3 break. Here's Larkin. Here's Sundin. Nice spin off the left rim and in.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Thank you, Kevin. Randy Whitman and I spoke just briefly. We discussed their game plan defensively, and he mentioned that controlling Greg Monroe will be crucial. He said Monroe is a guy who can score inside, rebounds well, and his passing really sets him apart. Their offense runs best when it goes through his hands, so pressuring him and staying vigilant is essential for us. Guys, can they slow him down?
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Stuckey can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 4. Here's Larkin, and he banks in the layup.
I'd say that fast break went according to plan.
Yeah, it sure did. A good job getting it started and a better job finishing it off.
And Detroit has possession. Screen by Monroe. The pass to Valentine. Passes to Chan. 6 to shoot. They get it again. The Knicks have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Nice shot by Larkin.
Great move to the hoop, and I love the finger roll finish.
The Pistons have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. A minute 50 left in the first. Releases. Misses off the right iron.
Can't get a much better look than that, though.
Sure can't. Not one you'd expect him to miss there.
That puts them in the lead.
Well, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
Yeah, they have the defense on the run right now because every pass seems to have a purpose. They're getting great movement, great spacing, and they're really lining them up defensively.
Hey, guys, we have to relax a little bit on offense. I want to slow it down, all right? Let's work this shot clock. Let's run our...
And a whole new group out on the floor right now for the Knicks. A different look here for Detroit. Here now is the 2K leaderboard. Over the past month, these teams have tortured opponents defensively. The Knicks 4th.
Kevin, who says that good defense isn't fun to watch? This has been impressive. The last few weeks, they've been able to get after it and be active and come up with more steals than normal.
The Pistons trailing. To the right side. Gray passes to Wolf. That one rolling around and rims out. And for Detroit, they come in off a good outing against the Wizards in Washington.
That was a game in hostile territory, too, guys. And it seemed like they had confidence right from the beginning, unbothered by being on the road.
And, you know, their shots were falling. From the top to the bottom of that lineup, their guys were heated up.
Gray passes the pass, and it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
There's a minute left here in the opening quarter. Here's Cole. A 17-point game for him in the win against the Warriors in Oakland.
Put in a lot of good work on the boards. That helped him, too.
Hardaway kicks to Early. Clock at 6. Kicks it off the glass. Early's got his first points in this one.
Well, every once in a while, he'll show us some pretty good moves around the hoop.
.36 seconds left here in the first quarter. Pass to Wolf. Shot to stop the run. Cannot hit. And New York the other way now.
He's always going to have a difficult time finishing when the defense is in his face like that.
And the shot is good. Early's got 5.
They've been hot here early, dropping them in left and right.
Let's see how long they can keep it going. This is quite a start.
They set the pick. The pass to Ruiz. Out to the right wing. Here's Patton. Bangs home the trifecta.
How about that for a response?
They will say they can give the three as well as they can take the three.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Knicks lead by 4. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return.